You know what? I mean, they caused a big part of it. I mean, they were really good, and you have to give them credit. They played very well. Again, it was 30-29. We actually had the lead, I believe, or down one, 29-28. Schneider Harrod, offensive foul with both arms out instead of in his arm bar, going the other way. And that kind of, at that point right there, you could check it. I think it was 29-28. And I can't remember if we had the lead or we were down one. It was one or the other, obviously. But and that was like 6-7 minutes left in the first half, if that, and it just went off a cliff. I think we had some foul trouble too. I want to say it was Lamar that had two, but I could be wrong. Because I watched the film last night, and they didn't have the game book with me because he was out and I put him back in when they finally, and we had some tough issues in terms of we had a follow that should have been dunked that we missed when it's a 10-point lead. We had just a lot of unfortunate plays. And they were knocking down. Our transition defense, though, as you asked me this morning, was horrible. That's the worst transition defense we played all season. And they exploited it. I mean, they really did, and they did a great job. And the other thing that we didn't do well, we didn't guard the ball well. They were driving us, and really got to the basket. I think the points in the paint was a real significant number in that game.
You didn't have IJ in that first game and things. How big of an impact is that going to be?
Well, obviously, it helps us a lot to have IJ because he's played against them and played against that system before, and he helped us Saturday. I felt like that was his first game back. He played some on the road, but he wasn't. After stepping out 2 weeks, it was hard for him. But I think he really did a good job for us in what he does for us. And the first thing, it starts with us defensively. He makes us way better defensively because he has a lot of experience. He's the most verbal in terms of communicating and telling guys where to go, what to do. He's the best guy we have in transition defense, remembering his job. He's got experience. He's a senior. He's the only upperclassman we got. And then he does a good job remembering his assignments, and his quickness and his toughness really help us. So, yeah, he's definitely going to help us do a lot better than we did last time we played him.
I know you touched on it in the teleconference, but do you envision keeping that same lineup possibly? Because of the
Yeah, we'll let you know at game time.
This team shot threes pretty well all season long, but really not as much of late. Do you still want the guys? Are you still encouraging guys to take those shots when they're open?
Yeah, open. And we watched yesterday as a team. We watched on film a lot of our offensive possessions from the game against Florida. Our defense was good enough to win on Saturday, and we missed, no question, some open looks. But we also took some shots where you got to pass that up to penetrate to make the extra pass, and we actually did that a few times really well. And we missed some open shots. So I mean, there was literally like half a dozen of those threes that are like wide open that we missed, and that's just unfortunate because we've made those most season long.
You mentioned before that game or last week of Q getting having more of an emphasis of driving, and he did that a lot against Florida early and often. Was that a point of discussion with him again going into that game?
Yeah, and I thought he did a good job, but he still ended up taking 8 threes, and probably on 3 of those he could have gone in there. Like even the last play of the last shot for us of the game, we're down 3, 23, 24 seconds to go. They gamble for the ball and miss. He actually has a straight beeline to the basket, and he's already decided I'm going to pull from 3 down 3 with plenty of time left, and that's just him understanding, time and score, and there's a lot. We don't need the 3. We need to attack the rim and for sure get a sure 2, and be down 1 or maybe get an and 1. I don't think so. I think you move on. I mean, these kids are young; they're resilient. They've been good even through this tough stretch we've been in. These guys have not quit or give in. They keep fighting, they keep pounding, and I'm happy about that.
Reddy's not going to be on this team next year. Do you see his communication skills at all rubbing off on these guys?
Let's hope. I mean, I think that again, typically in most programs to be playing so many freshmen all at the same time without some leadership around them is a difficult thing. That's why I'm amazed at what Calipari does every year to be essentially playing with. Now, granted, there's a lot of one and doners in those guys, but they've done an incredible job.
Have you seen any examples lately that there's signs of them taking that
Yeah.
experience?
Yeah, I think Lamar's getting better. I really do in terms of that and talking. I think Lamar is and naturally as a point guard, he's directing, and we've got to, I also think that Mario's doing a good job. Mario defensively here the last 8 to 10 games has really been exciting for me compared to where he started to where he is.
Third in the league in block shots. What makes him such a good shot blocker?
Yeah, he's long. He has good timing. He's got, he's good jumping ability. He's quick. So he, causes problems in there. He can come from behind, he can block his own shot, his own man shot. So he does it well.
Does that ability of his allow you to go with small lineups more often, knowing you don't necessarily give up rim protection?
Not necessarily. I mean, it doesn't affect. I mean, there's sometimes where he's waiting for the guy. Sometimes he's looking to block too much, where we want him to meet penetration earlier because he gets in foul trouble. Like in our last game, I think he played 16 minutes against Florida, or 15 minutes. Now, granted, a couple of his fouls were, tough breaks for us. One was a post-up foul that I looked at and questioned in transition. But, yeah, we need to keep him out of foul trouble. That's, I think, probably the biggest issue.
Yeah, I noticed he's been in foul trouble recently. How do you work on that?
Yeah, meet penetration. Don't try to block everything. And, I think that's the biggest one. And in the game before that, he was getting around against Georgia. He has the footwork to get around in the post, and he was reaching from behind. He had like two coming from behind where he's straight behind the guy. And you can't gamble like that and put yourself in the potential to get a whistle.
Seems like nationally people have noticed what you've been doing recruiting wise, coaching wise. I read in Sports Illustrated that you were one of, I think, 6 candidates or floated around for the NC State job. How does it feel to have your name thrust into conversations like that?
Yeah, I don't know why that gets thrust like that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm excited about our future and, not going through the pain of building to start building all over again. I mean, I'm not doing that. You can only do this so many times. This is it.
Coach, you've had some ball games, some leads late, and then you give them up. How do you prevent that from becoming like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like, here we go again?
I'm sorry, say the question again, please.
When you lose some games late, how do you prevent the guys from getting this mentality like, here we go again? How do you reverse that trend?
Yeah, I don't think that was it the other day. And again, when you look at the Florida game, we're down 12 and they have the ball. I mean, we did a great job to come back with 2 minutes to go. Unfortunate break. Mario blocks a shot with about 1:50 and some change on it. And Eric's looking to block out, doesn't see that the ball's falling way short of the rim, and that's how they scored the go-ahead basket. We had 2 bad possessions offensively right out of there. One of them was a miscommunication. One of them was just, not being aggressive enough and, knowing the shot clock to be a little more aggressive to drive. But we had 2 possessions where we were down 2, and neither one did we get, a good shot.
I feel like it means a lot to not just me, to the family of Mississippi State. I mean, I've been competing against Ole Miss for a long time, so I feel like us coming out competing and winning this game tomorrow is gonna mean a lot to Mississippi State family.
Coach mentioned that first meeting with Ole Miss, transition defense was really an issue. What can you guys take from that and apply to tomorrow night?
I mean, I feel like that was one of our best transition and defensive game we done had all year. If we play like that tomorrow night, I most definitely think we'll win that game.
Y'all been looking forward to this?
For,
You been-
yeah, I feel like we've been waiting for this game for a long time.
How often would you say it gets mentioned, like in the weeks leading up to this?
Well, we ain't really brought it up that much till that time comes around. I focus on one game at a time. So now that the game around, they will be bringing it up a lot today in practice.
When you think back to the matchup in Oxford, what do you remember about that game?
I feel like we just came out that game like nonchalant, too cool, and at the end it showed.
What if that was the one game where you guys weren't able to kind of spark that comeback in the second half of that game?
I mean, a couple guys went down. Lamar went down that game. I think we didn't have IJ. I kind of got banged up a little bit that game. So, I mean, I think with everybody back healthy 100%, we'll have a better outcome.
What do you think about playing the starting lineup alongside Lamar, IJ, and Canary Weatherspoon for the first time?
I mean, we've been playing with that lineup a lot in practice. I mean, I've been trying to come to playing with those guys for a minute now.
What's it mean to have IJ ready back?
He's one of our leaders, probably the best leader on the team. So I mean, it means a lot to have IJ ready back on the floor with us. I think he brings a lot and helps a lot to the team that people don't see.
Struggle with 3-point shooting Saturday is, how have y'all put that behind you?
I mean, we just got back in the gym and shot it off, and I think we'll shoot the ball better tomorrow.
Do you have to work to clear yourself mentally from that, or?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I had to get back in the gym and see some shots fall off, see some shots go in.